What's good, YouTube? It's Nas and we back with another video. Road to 800 subscribers, of course. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Cam Thomas. And somebody in my comments recommended I do a Cam Thomas video, so why not talk about it? Because I think if you watch basketball, you know Cam Thomas is a bucket. If you need a bucket or you need a difficult shot, Cam Thomas is also going to hit it. And more likely than not, Cam Thomas is going to shoot the bitch anyway. And when I'm saying that, it just seems like the Nets really don't have no role for him anymore. And ever since he's came back from his injury, yes, he's been bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I wouldn't say bad because there was a game where since he came back from injury, he took over the game. But at the same time, like, he's coming off the bench now. He's not getting real minutes. This is the lowest amount of minutes he's gotten since his second year in the league, since KD and Kyrie were in town. So it should just really tell you how much that this coach really doesn't believe in Cam Thomas anymore. And really, I don't think the whole NBA believes in him as a whole. And when saying that, I remember back in the offseason when Cam Thomas was still a free agent, he was getting criticized heavily. Like, Cam Thomas is just this inefficient shot chucker, which I just didn't think he is. I just thought Cam Thomas was this scorer that can score from three levels, score from the mid-range, score in the three-point shot. But obviously, Cam Thomas is not a willing passer. I wouldn't say Cam Thomas, or I wouldn't recognize Cam Thomas as a willing passer. And I wouldn't call him that because Cam Thomas does take the difficult shot. It has been on occasions where you see Cam Thomas take a ridiculous shot and he makes it and you're like, what the fuck? And then at the same time, you just have the thought of, why is he shooting that? What the fuck is going on? And really, this season has been dramatic of that. And he's on pace to play the most games he's had in 2 seasons. So I guess the minutes thing is working out for him. But at the same time, his efficiency, his field goal percentage is way down low. He's having his lowest field goal percentage in his career. This season, Cam Thomas is averaging 16.5 points per game, 2 rebounds and 3 assists. And really, when you look at Cam Thomas as a player, you get this 6'5", 6'4" guy who, at 24 years old, really has never figured out the defensive side of the ball. Because I saw an interview where, a couple months ago actually, where Jody Fernandez, the coach of the Brooklyn Nets, was talking about Cam and said, we know Cam can score the ball, but I want to see more. I want to see the playmaking. I want to see the defending. That's why Cam Thomas is not on the floor. When I read that quote, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. He's pushing Cam to be better, but at the same time, to criticize him or Cam Thomas for not being obviously ethical, as we like to say, and him taking all these difficult shots, it really doesn't make sense to me this season. Because when he was doing what he was doing last season, when he played 25 games before he got injured, or even the season prior in the 2023-2024 season when he played 66 games, last season in 25 games, Cam averaged 24 points per game, 3 rebounds and 4 assists. And for a player that we say that doesn't pass the ball, 4 assists seems like a lot of assists. Kobe Bryant averaged 4 assists sometimes throughout his career, so we wasn't doing Kobe like that. But at the same time, I'm not trying to compare Cam Thomas to Kobe. I know how y'all niggas get. But in this season, he was shooting 44% from the field and 35% from the three. I feel like Cam Thomas's jumper has always been there, but obviously, it's not the same to which he was what he was before. And then in the 2023-2024 season, he averaged 22.5 points per game, 3 rebounds and 3 assists, shooting 44% from the field and 36% from the three. So in all, like, this should just tell you how much of a disaster or how much of a slow start this has been for Cam since coming back from an injury. It really hasn't looked like he's been comfortable out there at all. He's getting pushed out of games. He's not getting minutes sometimes. And we all know, as an offensive player, or if you don't know, as an offensive player, you need to get consistent minutes so you can catch your stride and get your rhythm. And once you finally get your rhythm and you're subbed out the game, it just sucks. And that's how Cam Thomas, I feel like, is. Cam Thomas, in my opinion, is a volume scorer. Once he sees one go down, you might have to send that double. And that's really what's been going on for the Brooklyn Nets when he gets hot and then he's getting pulled out. And really, you can't blame Jody Fernandez for even doing that at this point. Because at the same time, when I'm looking at the Brooklyn Nets, like, maybe in my last video I talked about the Nets when I was talking about Michael Porter Jr. and I called that nigga Kevin Durant. But when you're looking at the Nets, I see this team that is actually kind of exciting. And I can't believe I'm saying that because I saw some people in my comments last time talking about let's watch some Nets games. Stop being a casual, watch some Nets games. So I decided to tune in. And the rookie Edgar Demon, that was what, a lottery pick this season, he's nice. He's nice, bro. He has potential. He can obviously shoot the hell out of the ball. And there's sometimes where he's taking over in the clutch and he's starting now. And really, if you had to ask me my opinion, I wouldn't put Cam Thomas back in the starting lineup. I would keep Edgar Demon starting. And when I look at Cam Thomas as a player, I feel like his best role in the NBA would probably be playing the Jordan Clarkson role. And that's not bad at all. Jordan Clarkson is what, an 11-year vet at this point? And he's still obviously making his money. He's still producing. Obviously, Cam Thomas wanted to get paid last offseason, and literally, or really, the play that he played last season with 25 games, it wasn't enough to show that the Nets wanted him back. And I'm pretty sure the Nets still don't want him back. If they had an offer, or I'm pretty sure if they could get 2 second-round picks, they would trade Cam Thomas. So probably a new experience for Cam Thomas will probably help develop his game even more. But and you wanted to ask me my opinion on January 22nd at 12:26 p.m., I would say that Cam Thomas isn't a starter in the NBA. And maybe that's getting on me for Cam Thomas fans or obviously the Brooklyn Nets fans, but I don't know. I just see Cam Thomas carving out a role as obviously the sixth man that could go get you a bucket at any time, that can take over the game at any time. And really him doing that in the starting lineup isn't going to give you enough because he doesn't show you enough in the playmaking department. He doesn't show you enough in the defensive side of the ball. So I'm not saying this to criticize Cam Thomas because overall I'm a Cam Thomas believer. I remember when it was his rookie year when he went into Madison Square Garden, no KD, no Kyrie, no James Harden, and he had 30. So I feel like we know what Cam Thomas is as a scorer, but it's the other things that basketball fans really critique about Cam Thomas. And really sometimes I feel like it's unfair because we know what Cam Thomas is as a scorer and how good he is at taking the difficult shots and making them. But at the same time, if you want obviously fans to love you and if you want to obviously get paid, you're going to have to score. You're going to have to show more than scoring. And really, some of the best scorers in NBA history show they have something more to give than scoring. And right now, at 24 years old, it just doesn't seem like Cam Thomas can show you anything else but scoring that basketball. And I'm not saying that to say that Cam Thomas can't develop into this player, which obviously could shut me up, shut criticizers about him up, but I don't know. Maybe I'm critiquing him too much, and maybe I'm critiquing obviously how much he means to the Nets because I really just don't see it the way that they're playing him now. But y'all let me know down below how y'all feel about Cam Thomas, and y'all let me know how y'all feel about the Brooklyn Nets actually, since I made that Michael Porter Jr. video. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video nonetheless. Subscribe. What's good, y'all? If y'all made it to the end of the video, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And there's a video right here. I'm pretty sure you're gonna like it if you like this one. And the channel icon's right there if you want to just check out the channel in general. And yeah, leave a like too, because it really helps the algorithm push me out. And yeah, I appreciate y'all for watching this video nonetheless.